think there's data there.
All right.
Oh, it looks like us.
Okay.
Must be good.
All right.
So,
hi.
All right. Welcome to Christmas with Balls.
This year Christmas will have balls.
It's like this year Christmas is going to be pink.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey,
good to see you.
So good to see you indeed.
Yay. All right. Okay, here we are on YouTube.
All pirates in the house.
Oh my God. You know what? I forgot to look and see if that corsage looked weird. So I'm glad it doesn't.
It looks fine.
I'm seeing it on the video.
It looks fine.
Hi, Eric. Good to see you.
I think it may be missing parts from original, but it's been a long time since those days.
I think I paid under $5 for it. So
repurposed this 3 times.
I know.
So, you know really
I don't think I can take it back to the thrift store.
But dig this.
Hi, Mom.
Dig this. You've got these fantastic Santa.
I have earrings made by Gettysburg Ma'am.
I was about to say they look.
I hope she joins us so she can see the earrings she sent.
It's like all kinds of cool.
They're gorge. I love them.
I'll tell you what,
they're gorge.
Move this over. So it's a little more featured.
Yeah. Oh, but you've got it in front of Colonel Sanders now.
It's okay. We'll be taking that down soon enough.
I can't. We can't.
Well, what's it going to be in front of? I want the people to see them.
Oh, okay. We'll put it here.
You can't see it. We're blocking it.
What? We can't block Colonel Sanders.
Okay, fine. I'll block this dame for a second.
Oh, Eric says the heat came on just when we got on.
The heat is bump, 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 bump. Apparently. So there you go.
Hi, Clinton. I'm catching up on comments here. Hello, Clinton. Hi. Oh, Johnny says, hi, Kelly's mom. Aw.
Hi, Kelly's mom.
And hi, Kelly. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And Lisa, good to see you. Yay.
Yes. Oh, boy. Hail, hail. Gang's all here. We've seen some pretty familiar faces coming down. So glad to see you again.
I was a little anxious before we went live because there's a lot going on, and we've got food.
A lot of moving parts.
We have meatballs. We have, as advertised, festive vegan meatballs.
I'm not going to lift that up to show because it's going to like spill and make a mess.
Boozy bourbon balls. The recipe makes a lot more than this, but this is
the
all we really should eat.
Portion that we're going to
have.
Right here, right now, tonight. And
hi, Bill. Good to see you.
Great things, I tell you.
Gettysburg, ma'am. Yes, I was saying your earrings. Thank you. I love them. Yes, please drop the link for where people can buy your earrings.
Drop it right there.
And hi, Julie. Good to see you.
Just like the judge.
I'm so ready for a cocktail too.
Just like the judge in Miracle on 34th Street. Put it right there.
And hi, Roberta.
Hey.
Good to see you too.
Super.
Yay.
Great stuff.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Errol. Good to see you.
So needless.
Oh my gosh, everyone's saying they need a cocktail right now. So, without further ado, let's start drinking.
Are you just gonna dive right in? Is that it, Miss?
Man.
I'll tell you.
I am.
Well, it's martini time.
And I'm so
and yours are ready.
Oh, let's see.
Is that what it is?
See, you can share the
now
record
there's a segue to our record, of course. Many of you own this. If you do, throw a comment down how much you actually enjoy the record. If you don't enjoy
if you enjoy.
If you don't enjoy the record, then perhaps you want to reserve that comment. But yes,
hi, William.
Our record is available to you for this season. 2 fantastic Christmas tunes.
They might be from Joy of Cooking. I don't know. The recipe is written out in my mother-in-law's handwriting. I have no idea where she got it, but I think she had Joy of Cooking, didn't she?
I don't believe she had Joy of Cooking. Really? Interestingly enough.
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg Ma'am. Yeah, she dropped the link for where you can buy fabulous products like these earrings.
Like the plum run.
Oh, Lisa's drinking champagne out of her Glendora glass.
Oh,
love that. Thank you.
There's the thing. The Glendora glass is versatile. It's a wine glass. It's got that squared off like bottom and sides, so it's got good capacity. You could certainly put bubbles in there if you like. You could certainly put a French 75 in there if you like.
I can.
Any of that style of drink. You could really just fill it up with ice and throw in a DOF style drink like a Mai Tai. It'll fit. So that's the great thing about that glass. And it's actually, because of the square sides, it's a little closer to like an old-fashioned. I must stand.
Oh, Bill says my grandmother used to make a killer bourbon ball.
Oh, wow.
All right.
There you go.
All right, well, Gettysburg Ma'am, Eric is saying hello over on YouTube.
So there we go. Absolutely.
Diving right in. Yes, see, no, we're not diving right in. I got to dive right in.
Bottle of brandy.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the comment.
That.
For those of you who do not own the record, what she's talking about is that, first of all, it's a nice sturdy cardboard sleeve. You can make your sleeve out of all sorts of things. You can have no sleeve at all.
We didn't make the sleeves.
You can have a plain sleeve.
We got them made for us.
Well, everything was made for us. True. Yes. But like you could, if you order this from the record company, right? They'll say, okay, so your sleeve is going to cost this if it's paper. It's going to cost this if it's cardboard. It's going to cost this for black and white printing. This for color printing.
Oh,
it's going to cost this if you go for generic white paper sleeves. So everything is a cost. But we went for nice sturdy cardboard. So it's a nice little presentation. Two sides. You got Glennie on that other side, of course. She's got her own little song. And of course, you can make yourself plain old black vinyl or color vinyl. Well, yeah, we went for the color. We had to go for pink. I think it's because like red and green swirl was not yet available. Maybe next time, next Christmas record.
I need to interject.
Yes, please.
Bill is saying the bourbon balls my grandmother made would knock us kids out after only 2. People say that about these balls. People are like, wow, these are strong.
I'm getting drunk.
So it's probably the same recipe.
Same old. Yeah, malts plenty of bourbon and then some ball. And the great thing about the record here, it is double-sided. It also has a fantastic...
It's double-sided.
The great thing about it is
it's not one of those one-sided records.
Green label. We had to go for that kind of thing. And every record, just in case you're thinking, well, I don't have a record player any longer. I think, well, you're behind the times because everybody else does. But, this one is missing its little code. Every record has a download code. You can just download the thing immediately. And if you were to order this now, and if you were concerned about it actually showing up on your turntable...
Hi, Peter.
Before the big day capitalized, then no worries. We can always send you a picture of
the download code so you could download it.
So you can do it in advance. There you go. This will get to your door, $10 plus postage. If you're saying, actually, I'm close to you. Well, if we're going to see you before the day, talk to us. We might just see you, and we usually have them on us when we travel.
Hi, James.
And we get you a copy without the postage. There you go. So that is going back to its little place.
Mele Kaliki Maka to you, too.
Mele. And you'll be able to
Johnny
see
says,
I would like whole broadcast.
Johnny says, I would like to try one of Paul's old fashions.
Ah, there you go.
And Ken says, keep the bourbon balls away from open flame. Oh, yeah, no, people like adults were just like, wow, these are strong, but they're good. I intend to have some, but first, a cocktail, because I promised. We've been on for 7 minutes.
Good grief.
Without a drink.
How dry she is. How dry she'll continue to be if she doesn't find the liquor cabinet key.
That's right.
So, there we go. Perhaps you found that.
You brought plates. Thank you.
I brought plates.
So,
and little picks, too.
There was a discussion the other day in the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room on Facebook, which if you don't belong to the VIP room,
you can easily find
the link.
You need to
from our page.
Answer a few simple questions in order to be admitted, because this is not open to everyone and his brother. Like with the internet full of all sorts of, shall we say, tinned pork product out there. Spam! We had some spam tonight. And trolls. We're trying to...
If we get a troll in there, we're just going to moderate them right out.
But we're trying to cut down on the number of fakes who might jump in on this in the first place. You have to actually demonstrate, yes, I'm real. Yes, I can answer some questions. Simple. It's real simple. We want you in there. We want the trolls to stay in their caves.
Oh my gosh. Gettysburg Map says, happy 10 days till Christmas Eve. Wow.
Bum, bum,
close.
Bum, bum. 14th, baby.
It's close.
14th, baby.
Yes, Eric. Yes, you're familiar with the song. Okay, there was a discussion in the VIP room about, is there a Santa Baby cocktail? And I don't actually know if there's a Santa Baby cocktail. I'm sure there is.
Should be.
But I decided to make 2 inspired by Santa Baby this evening. And the first one I'm making is called a 54 convertible to light blue. I think you can see where this is headed.
Which is literally written a 54 convertible, comma, 2, comma, light blue.
Yes.
And that's exactly how the lyrics go. I forget who authored Santa Baby. I'm sure somebody could look that up in a GIF and tell me.
I think we could.
It is a real classic, 40s, 50s set of authors. It's not probably. It's like Livingston and Evans, something like that. It's. I don't believe it is, and it might be people who are a little more obscure. But
2 ounces reposado tequila.
Now, there is a reputable way to start any drink.
Yes.
Any day of the week.
And did you bring the bubbles?
Not yet. They're getting.
We're going to need them.
Well, I tell you what. At the moment you need them, I will retrieve them so they are freshly cold.
Blue curacao.
The blue is for a drink like this because it's a 54 convertible, comma, 2, comma, light blue. So it's got to be light blue. I mean, you can make this with standard.
It's really going to be kind of more medium blue. But
kind of dark blue, if you ask me. But anyway, most of these drinks, which happen to have the citrus and the blue curacao, turn out to be sort of seawater color or aqua or something. No, that's what tends to happen.
Here's the dangerous part. I can't even hear my mouth.
Danger.
Here's the dangerous part.
Look at that.
It calls for a 1/4 ounce of cinnamon schnapps.
You need something to pour a 1/4 ounce with?
Yes, because you get too much cinnamon schnapps in your drink, and you might as well pour it out.
I think it's actually in the drink, but this guy right here should be a 1 ounce.
This is a one. Okay,
yeah,
I'm just
so
gonna
give yourself maybe a third.
Just
like
a
very
teeny,
carefully.
You know what? That's plenty.
Plenty. It's sort of
that's
like
probably more of like an eighth of an
dash
ounce,
of flavor.
I would really rather err on the side of caution.
Look, it's like using absinthe in a drink. Like drops will give you all the flavor you need. Past that, it's all good and plenty.
Okay.
And that's the thing; it just takes over.
Thank you.
Fernet Branca in a drink should be just like an 1/8 of an ounce.
Yes.
And that might make all the difference. And more than that, you're drinking Fernet. It's cough syrup. And if you're feeling terrible, then actually that one might make you feel really good, but it's going to kill your drink if it's too much.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice, and I'm definitely going to have leftover here.
Wow.
And, okay, so I'm going to shake this much with ice.
You need ice, apparently.
I do. Oh my gosh, you got to catch up.
Mind passing
it over? Oh my gosh, we're missing out on comments.
Oh, I'll catch it. I'll catch comments. We'll catch comments.
All right.
There is no worry. You would like
Honolulu Rockarola. Oh my gosh.
Rockarola?
Thank you.
You mean like Judas Priest Rockarola?
Okay.
Honolulu Rockarola. Oh no.
Yes, I love Vodka Kitsch too.
Original was marvelous. Marvelous. Okay. It's like really amazing talent.
Thank you, Gettysburg, ma'am, for dropping that link.
Maga.
All right, we're good.
Hey, Jim. Melody to you. I'm hearing your uke as we speak.
Yes.
Marvelous. Oh, Johnny's, that's for the old fashions. You know, the funny thing is, are you thinking about that old fashioned room from Ohana? That was actually Dano's, but I was there telling people to get the hell out. You need a thing, don't you? Yeah. Because that's, I'm good at that. But once they gave the password, and yeah, they were good. Suddenly they were good. And there you go.
Thank you.
Hello.
All right. Okay, so.
Light blue.
I'm going to strain this into my cocktail glass, which I've prepared with a sparkly blue rim. I don't even know if you can tell, but I made a sparkly blue rim.
I can tell from
out
here.
Of disco dust.
I can tell on the video too. I can see that.
Okay.
It's difficult because it's blending in with your dress color, but it's there.
All right. So I'm leaving some space at the top. Wow, there's a lot of
bubbles.
Because I want to give it a bubbly top.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll just wait for those to come over. 10 days till Christmas Eve. Oh my God. I think I'm pretty set so far as gifts go, to quote Christmas Vacation, but or to paraphrase Christmas Vacation, I should say. But I haven't wrapped anything, so.
There we go. There's a zip strip in there. Zip strip, zip strip.
I said on the recipes I said champagne because it really should be champagne, but I have champagne taste on a prosecco budget.
Actual product labeled as champagne can only come from one place in the world, and it's not cheap. And these days, it's probably even more because of various, trade issues.
What about that spray?
It's right here.
Yeah, I'll take it again.
Take it away, boss.
Oh my gosh!
You can actually get French sparkling wine, which is usually labeled Blanc de Blanc, and you can usually have that
but not at our store.
Much better price. Yes.
So we went to a bar in New York City the other night. This was actually really funny. It's very cocktailian and the drinks were really good. Really good. So
very good.
Very good.
Really nice.
But the first one I got, I don't know, I guess the mixologist was messy because it was so sticky that every time I took a sip I had to hand sanitize.
It's pretty sticky. It's true.
And then finally I just put some sanitizer on a napkin and was just wiping the stem down. And then the the second round, thank you,
There you go.
one of their bar backs dropped and broke a bottle right by us. So
Yep.
there were like shards of glass all over the bar.
I pointed this out to the guy at the bar there, just in terms of, hi, yeah, you got glass right in front of me. And I said, yeah, there was some breakage.
And he's like, oh, no worries.
As if I had done it?
I'm like, no,
Dude,
it was your bar
Your
back.
guy dropped a bottle. You were commenting on it. I was like, what the hell? It's like, and I'm like, oh, for Pete's sake. It's not like I wanted a free drink. I just wanted you to know glass was dropped here.
There's glass all over your bar.
And I told him that in terms of, like, I saw what might have been a shard in my glass. I'm like, I'm not so sure about the rest of this drink. And he's like, well, I'll take care of that. So he takes it away.
Oh, my gosh.
And there was, like, no extra pour or anything. I was a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, wait, okay. I love that you're talking amongst yourselves because I've lost the thread
Please.
here. But,
Well, let's get this. Talking about Earth, I believe.
oh.
Let's see.
Wait. Okay, so it's pretty. I'm going to try to put it where you can see it without spilling it. 64 convertible too. Like the blue. All right. Now I'm also going to try to do this without getting blue glitter all over
Is
my
spam
lips.
served in the room with 50s cocktails? Well, this is a 50s inspired cocktail, and certainly the same type of formula.
It might be
that you'd
time for,
get.
well, you need a drink, and then it's time for meatballs.
Maybe it's meatball time.
We're doing vegan because I know some of you are vegans, so I like to try it. Vegan cocktail meatballs.
Cocktail meatballs.
Using the classic mid-century
formula of things,
which chili sauce
itself
and grape jelly.
is also vegan, considering ingredients. Bill says during WW2, grandmother was a member of OSS and the CIA. Wild. Married 5 guys.
Yeah, this is, oh wow.
Fairly well known that another member of the OSS was Julia Child.
I didn't say hi. Hi, Blue Eyes Crying. Good to see you.
Cheers to you, too. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, this drink matches your eyes.
It's amazing. Oh, because there's a whole conversation about the OSS, I tell you.
Ooh.
And fantastic.
Are we ready for the snowstorm? No.
We'll be driving to a station tomorrow because we have a yearly outing.
Driving home from the train station in it.
Yeah. Big fun. All right, folks. Anywho.
Yeah, you need a...
I need a thing. Well, I have a shaker, and I can... Oh. I know how to use it.
William says, my dad was in the OSS too. Okay. I love it.
Popular thing, huh?
Yeah, are we ready for the snowstorm?
No, man.
No. It's been coming home in it because the driveway is full of snow. So it's like, where do you have to like kind of park on the street, which is actually not legal when it's snowing, to clear your driveway so you can actually get the car into the driveway. But
I'd be interested in the tequila place.
This is why I didn't put the sweater back on it.
Yeah, well, that was wise. Yeah, that was a good move. I'm going to go for a little something that is one of our classics that we call the Santa Rita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, Santa Rita is a margarita variation, as its name implies. It is not actually inspired by anybody named Rita. Although, if you would like to enjoy one while you...
We can make you a Santa Rita at Christmas.
While you listen to a review of somebody named Rita, then feel free, you know? No problem with that. So that's 3 ounces of the Reposado tequila.
3 ounces?
3 ounces of Reposado tequila.
For one drink?
For one drink.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a margarita. It would normally be 4 ounces, but I'm cutting back because I'm using other things.
4 ounces for 2 people.
But 3 ounces is one drink.
I usually do 2, but...
Okay. Well, anyway. So... I'm thinking of total. Okay, about half an ounce worth of the lemon. Maybe I'm just looking for a larger size jar.
I think you're just going to be
some orange.
Plastered. But...
I could use some of the orange liqueur.
Which
but
kind?
Not the blue. Well, whatever we got is fine, I'm sure.
We have several.
If there's one handy. If you got the gala,
I do.
that'd be fine. Sure.
Boy, that's almost empty.
Getting kind of low.
Like, I feel like we could finish that and put it in the recycling.
Been using this, and it's a really good liqueur. This is, I believe, Italian. It's Italian brandy. So it's a brandy-based orange. Pretty similar to, in fact, Marnier.
29 degrees there, Bill? Wow.
Hello.
Eric says, I'm just glad I'm in a place where I don't have to do any shoveling. Ken says, blue, electric blue is the color of my room.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dave. Fantastic.
There you go.
And I'll take that cinnamon, please.
Okay. Hi, Keith. Good to see you.
Hello. I haven't practiced Santeria. Very funny.
Oh, we always make that joke.
Yeah, seriously.
The Santeria.
I'm going to give this. I'm going to do what you did and measure this because
seriously, because I just barely.
That's too much.
I'm just barely getting it in this drink, and that's what you want.
I'm using like about a quarter ounce worth of the cinnamon. This is in fact Goldschlager, so it's got little gold flakes. Goldschlager.
Wait, how much orange did you use?
Orange was about 30 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's good for that. Go and give it a shake.
How much? How much? Quarter ounce.
Quarter ounce of the cinnamon. Yeah. That'll be fine. Let that repose.
I can't type.
You can type. I think you could.
Now, what else? Lemon juice and what? Is that it?
That's it for the base. Okay. Shake, strain.
Mm-hmm.
Check the pronunciation of the term schnapps before you go. Or the spelling, yeah. Just want to make your life easier later.
Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass?
Strain into a coupe.
Okay.
I'm following your lead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Yes, something else. So let's go for the strainer on that. And as a matter
pretty
of
sure
fact,
I created this recipe. You'd think I'd know, but...
Well, you might have done this 5 years ago. You might have done this 10 years ago. I don't know. That's the kicker. And I'm going to top with the bubbles.
Oh, Peter, that's Grangala.
Grangala.
Hold up the bottle so Peter can see it. Yes.
Grangala
Thank you, Keith.
Should
that's very nice
be available
of you.
At your local because your locals.
I think you can buy it
some
pretty
of our
much
locals.
anywhere.
It's commonly available. I believe it's a brandy based orange in the same league as Marnier, or in the same concept as Marnier.
It's the same concept.
League sounds like they're on the same shelf. They're not. But this is actually very Marnier-esque, and for considerably less. So I'd say for like your everyday sidecar, great way to go. And I could use some orange bitters, the ones you made.
What kind of bees make milk? What would you like?
The orange bitters.
Orange bitters.
Yours.
Okay.
Well, I think I know the answer to this because I heard this on the radio recently. What kind of bees make milk is... totally spacing it. Totally spacing it.
All right, Keith, what kind of bees make milk?
Dash orange bitters. Actually, did you drop that one on us recently so I should remember it because you said it? And there you go.
I remember. I think either you did or I heard it on the radio too.
Oh, that's
all right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Brandy based. It's actually the Grangala is not expensive.
The Grangala is not. That's usually found for about 20 the bottle.
Boobies. Yes, you did. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, you did. And I laughed again. Oh, hilarious. Okay. So, now we've each got a drink, by the way.
And by the way.
Cheers.
And by the way, I impose it to you. There we go. We get it all going on. I think I need to tighten up my little decor here. So,
yeah, Peter, it's a good one and not expensive. So
yeah, Bill, you might be thinking of Marnier, which is brandy based. That's priced accordingly. There's a lot of complex stuff happening in there. That's a big infusion. I think that it's worth it for what it is because of the amount of flavoring. If I try an orange liqueur that's kind of one-dimensional and it's that price, I think, see what happened here. Because some of them are really priced up. There's also the Curacao that originates in Curacao.
Yes. Oh, we have that too.
We have that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's called original Curacao when you get it in Curacao.
I think it's senior Curacao.
Yeah, senior Curacao. And if you get it in the States, the bottle is typically labeled Curacao from Curacao. It's very good too, and it's the one that you can think of that actually comes from Curacao. Hello.
Our friend brought it back to us from Curacao, which was very nice.
He took a cruise.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got this little thing here.
Okay, the vegan...
which we're very interested to try.
Meatballs. All right, let's
give them a whirl. They've been
they
cooking along for the better part of an hour.
Okay. They're swimming in sauce.
Probably a little hard to remove from there.
I can't spear one.
Stabbing it.
Okay.
Try it. Oh, you got it.
I got one.
Get your plate over there quickly.
I
And
will.
there you go.
I'm not going to trip. All
Make
right.
sure you don't drop it. You want that meatball.
Mm.
Okay. Ooh.
Kelly drinking the blue drink and Paul the pink drink. Yep.
Blue drink, pink drink. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, this is kind of more the color of pink gin, but it is actually
These
light
are
pink, interestingly
okay.
enough.
All you do. They're the impossible meatballs that I just bought already done in the bag, frozen. So you cook those, and then you put them in your sauce, which is 1 part chili sauce and 1 part grape chili.
You know, the texture on these is really pretty spot on. It has like a very even meatloafy texture, which you would enjoy in a ball. And 100% no meat. So if that's what you're eating these days, or if you're just thinking, yeah, I just want to cut back.
Hi, Annie.
Sure, good idea.
Mm. Hubby and I are out having wings. That sounds great.
Excellent. Thanks so much for dropping by while you enjoy a little wing action.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I'd never had the impossible meatballs before. They're pretty good.
It's quite nice.
And the sauce is, I mean, I'm sure you could find a way, but I would say pretty impossible to mess up.
Impossible.
Just half and half.
Mess up the sauce.
Chili sauce. I did make my own chili sauce. Because the store I went to only had one brand and the ingredients were kind of spurious. But you could buy any chili sauce. And any grape chili.
I think your average cookbook from the era will probably tell you about chili sauce. Although the ones from the 50s are probably going to say, ingredient, 1 bottle of chili sauce. So keep this in mind.
Another mother. Oh, I don't know that one, Eric. Ooh, Lisa made a great chili tonight. Used some Anaheim peppers. That's great.
Sounds marvelous.
Is there a way to get bourbon in those veggie balls? Sure, you could put some bourbon in there. I don't think it would hurt it a bit.
You take a shot glass, you put a shot of bourbon in
there,
and you go
hurt it
dunk,
a bit.
And there you
Maybe
go.
we'll try that.
I don't think that would
I want
make
another one.
Any deficit whatsoever. In fact, it could only improve things.
Oh,
but they're very tasty as is. They're quite a bit sweet, and the chili is giving it a minor amount of heat. You could always add like a bunch of Tabasco or something if you wanted to crank up the heat. Or your favorite, maybe you want to add like a Scotch bonnet sauce or something. We just recently had some very nice Scotch bonnet sauce.
Costco meatballs bounce. Don't ask how we know. We don't have a Costco.
No, we don't. We have
we only have Sam's Club.
Sam's Club, yeah. Very similar concept, of course.
Oh, good.
For a second there, we were considering joining and then realized that everything that we needed at that particular point in time in terms of like larger
we were
catering.
going to join for the film.
Yeah.
When we were making the film.
Because we needed to do it for the craft services, the catering. And everything we needed was available at Walmart for same price. So we thought,
hi, Hugo.
Then I don't need to pay a fee to join this, now do I? But if you're looking for like, the 40-pound bags of this, that, and everything, you probably need to join the club. Yeah. Because I know, we certainly know people who do that, and you get coffee in like huge containers, etc.
Tap in the napkins.
Oh, I see them. Pardon me.
I was going to say I had them over here.
They were there.
They ended up on the floor.
I took a flyer.
Thank you. All right. I'm feeling naughty. Nice. You can check.
Yep.
All right.
There we go. Put them right here.
Yes, these are veggie balls.
One, please.
Yeah, Hugo says it sounds sweet and sourish. Exactly. That's exactly what they're like.
Bingo. It's just a straight up sweet and sour sauce.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you.
Hello.
What is that? High-end
orange
syrup.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Not in terms of syrup. We know
I don't
liqueurs, bitters, things like that. There's some very good orange bitters on the market by now. There used to be one brand.
Oh, hi, Marty. I didn't even see there.
Hey.
Good to see you. Hi.
Oh, what am I doing?
Okay, all right.
What am I doing?
I hope I'm not missing anyone else. Hi, Tom.
I think
I hope I'm not missing anyone.
Yeah, I think we kind of got you.
If I'm missing you, please leave a comment so I can see you. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, if you're watching on the normal conduits here, then obviously you can comment and whatnot. We know you're there. If you don't comment, we don't know you're there. These services don't tell us. If you're watching on your television, like a smart TV, you can't comment, so we definitely have no idea you're there.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says, are we all finished shopping?
No, but close.
No. I feel like most of what I have left to do can be achieved at the liquor store. So.
Yeah.
Yay.
Did some substantial marketing within the month and achieved some goals. There were some other ideas which are actually not difficult to execute. I like saying that. That's a very corporate kind of usage. And I am going to do so. So there we go.
Anything I can know about?
Nope.
Ah. You'll be executing for me.
So that's sort of like put them in the Iron Maiden.
Yeah, that's how you do a Christmas liquor store. Check. Yes. Yes.
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
But for those of you just joining us, these fabulous earrings were made by Gettysburg Ma'am, and those would also be a good gift. So she dropped the link to her store.
So that you can check
Highly
it out.
recommend.
And maybe place
for
your
holiday
own
shopping.
order. Boy, there's some good stuff.
Tom dropped by to say hi. Hello, Tom.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Errol says, hello, Paul. Our smart TV is amazingly stupid. I know the feeling.
You don't say. Hey, our smart TV is okay. That's about as far as I'm going to go with that. It remembers things most of the time. It connects easily most of the time. Sometimes it just completely bones it. So, what can I say?
I'm going to tap my... So think about these small glasses. You make a regular sized drink and you have extra.
Get a bonus.
So
which I do as well.
For me, I use just the right amount of cinnamon because I'm just barely detecting it, which is what I wanted.
It wants to be a note in there,
yes,
not the entire drink. If it's the entire drink...
It wants to be a note, not the entire symphony.
If it's the entire drink in the entire symphony, then you've just got a glass of Fireball, okay?
Oh.
So, boil. Not going to happen. So, in the meantime, I also have a refill. Hello. Refill's pretty substantial, so I'm going to need to make some room. Oh, well.
No, wait. Oh, you don't use bubbles for that. Okay, we also have Boozy Bourbon balls.
I do use bubbles for that.
Oh.
Yeah, I added the classic Santorita.
Okay.
This is not because it's a margarita, no bubbles. I'm topping this, so this is like Santorita number 2. Here we go.
Oh, Costco meatballs. Yeah, we have friends who live in Connecticut who just buy everything, including their booze, like
gin.
Costco. Yeah,
I got gin. And I've got to assume that it's okay because like his typical standard was Bombay. So
yeah, he's
Bombay.
kind of a snob.
Bombay,
so the
gin,
fact that
Bombay
he's
Sapphire.
buying Costco booze
Like,
means
really?
it must be all
Okay.
right.
I guess it's okay. Again, some orange bitters. She made these. Hello. Makes a great gift. These are fabulous.
Makes a great gift.
Yep. We actually did.
I'm
get a
not
bunch of these.
selling them, but
Yeah, well, these are from a formula. That's from a book called Bitters, which is recommended volume. It tells you all about the history of such things, you know, digested bitters.
oh, orgeat. Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that's almond syrup.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, orgeat. Got it. Yes. There are, you know, there used to be one that was kind of a high-end orgeat. Now there's a bunch.
That's what I was about to say about bitters.
There's what Orgeat Works makes what they call Orgeat, and that should be available on their site, and that should be available on Amazon. You should be able to go through our page and find the Orgeat, I believe. And that's very good. That's very good. It's a very thick syrup, and it's got a very nice almond profile. It's a good thing. We make our own, so I don't really need to order it. And before we did, I was using the Torani, which is really a syrup that you'd put in coffee. It's like a coffee syrup.
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago. You'll find that at the back of your average Starbucks. I'll have like a lineup of the Torani syrups. Just if you need a shot of flavor, that's the flavor they're going to use. And those are naturally flavored, and they're sugar, and I don't see any real problem with using those. They also have a pretty good passion fruit, although people are used to a more pulpy passion these days. So,
Bill says Costco booze is always a good deal. I bet.
One bad. I mean, it was like they have a house brand gin, and I got to imagine this just being made by one of the distilleries for them as a contract. So that's just like an overrun.
Oh yes, Gettysburg Ma'am, totally. I was saying, as for meatballs, I love having small crock pots on the table with slow-cooked goodies in it for a party, including crab dips, little hot dogs wrapped in bacon, etc. Exactly. Yes. We have another one, too. Another little crock pot.
Yes. A couple of little crock pots. Yeah, the other one is like sort of like one size up from this.
Oh.
Which is kind of great.
Oh, good. Eric says, how's Mrs. Glendora Claus doing? She's fine.
Oh, she's coming along.
She's pickled in wine and candy canes, you know.
You think, well, she's certainly independently sufficient, shall we say. She's wealthy. She's doing fine. Many ex-husbands have left her in a very good position. So, yeah, she'll always do just fine. She also, if she needs a job taken care of, there's always Joey and Joey Jr.
Did I forget? Hold on. No, I did not. Okay, good.
Good. All right.
Ken is saying, for stocking stuffers, can the lounge recommend a bitter starter set? Definitely.
I'm thinking
How many
about
are you
two.
thinking?
Yeah. There's a couple of good sets that I can think of right off the bat. Now, are they?
Or, but I mean, like, if you just wanted to buy them individually, is what I'm thinking. Like,
a great place to start would be to check out the line from Fees. Fees has been making bitters longer than
Fee Brothers.
Almost anybody right now. I think only Angostura is on the market longer than Fees. Fees has been going since the 1860s, upstate New York. I believe based in Rochester, as a matter of fact. And I was alluding
Hi, Jean. Good
earlier.
to see you.
Hey, Jean. All right. Cape Cod, yeah.
Yay!
Hooray! Cape Cod, lovely. So,
hi, Stu.
I was alluding earlier to the only brand of orange bitters that was on the market at one point. That was Fee Brothers. And there was a point where all of these cocktail writers were like finding all... Angostura's orange is much more recent.
And then there's also the Regans.
Yeah. Regans actually came along a little later. Fees have been making it, I think, since probably the 1880s. And they never took it off the market. It was just impossible to find. And all these cocktail guys are like, orange bitter is extinct ingredient. Then somebody realizes Fee Brothers has it on their site.
A gem of a chum.
So suddenly that's making inroads into places too. You can find that at your better liquor stores. However, in the meantime, you also have Reagan's came out with like their blend. Gary Regan, unfortunately, no longer with us. He certainly did a lot of great work for the stick. For the community.
I'm thinking just even more basically. I'm thinking you definitely want if you were going to buy 2 bottles, I would buy an aromatic bitters and an orange bitters.
So the most basic thing you can do is go to the supermarket and grab the Angostura.
The Angostura, yeah, that's kind of like basic.
Fun way to go.
Yes,
because
will cover a lot of your needs.
Your aromatic, you're using in a lot of things. Certainly in your Manhattan, you need that. Otherwise, it's just a glass of bourbon. Or a glass of rye. You need to have the bitter snow to make that cocktail.
some examples.
Why don't you?
I will. Let's do show and tell.
Let's actually.
Let's do show and tell.
Let's actually talk at length about bitters. Oh, I could go for hours, but
let's not say.
Let's not bore the audience, shall we? An aromatic. There are a lot of good aromatics on the market, including Fee Brothers makes an aromatic, and they also make a whiskey barrel aged aromatic, which is nice. Because they threw that in an actual bourbon barrel and let it sit there for a while, and then it got some woody flavor, which is not a bad idea.
I have some fun examples of things you might want in your collection.
Let's see what we got here.
So we have the aforementioned aromatic bitters.
The classic, the yellow cap. You see this in every market. You see it in a lot of liquor stores, easily available.
Here's an orange bitters option, also from Angostura.
Yep. And their orange is excellent. It's got a very nice, excellent profile, heavy orange flavor, very, very orange peel.
Actually, Paul was just talking about the whiskey barrel aged bitters. These are from Fee Brothers, but you can also, I think, Bitter Truth also makes one. Yeah, you can.
This style of bitters, these two are really in the same league. They're an aromatic with like a lot of herbs and roots and things, and they don't have a particular fruit profile. The orange does.
Well, this is another aromatic, but Peychaud's.
Peychaud's.
A lot of drinks will specifically call for Peychaud's. So
particularly Nolan's-based drinks, because that's where the Peychaud's comes from.
New Orleans.
This also dates from the 19th century, and you can check out that red color. It was very typical of early bitters. I think that the red color originally was probably something spurious, but these days I think it's just carmine or Red 5 or something like that. It's just something pretty obvious.
I have to interject something funny here. Candy cane wine. What?
Hello.
Errol says, so Walmart booze, if you drive to Missouri to get it, unfortunately you have to buy enough to offset gas costs and you get strange looks. That's like going liquor shopping in New Hampshire.
Yeah, seriously.
Because they have state liquor stores that are really well stocked and tax-free.
Well
There's
stocked.
no sales tax.
Excellent sales, tax-free.
So people
like
just
that's the
fill
triple
up the
whammy
car.
right there. It's like if you're in Massachusetts, like right across from, say, Nashua, it's like you're just New Hampshire. You're just driving across the border going to the stadium.
Yep.
And Massachusetts knows this.
And people just
they'll
buy
make a big deal about it.
boxfuls of booze, including us.
I'd like some booze, please.
Including
You
us,
will
so.
literally get that wine box just stuffed with like your various liquors in the large bottles. We get an excellent price on really nice Reposado tequila there. So come like a few weeks, we'll be there and we'll restock just because.
Oh, Gettysburg, man, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Oh, Mom says check out the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen store for a stocking stuffers. Thank you.
That's a good hint.
Thank you.
The VLK store.
Oh, yes, pay shows, Marty. Yep, right there.
The Velveteen Lounge Kitchen store on Amazon. That's the Amazon affiliate marketing store.
Peter, we do have the cocoa bitters. Yeah, definitely pick them up. They're fun to play with.
They are fun to play with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Amy's saying,
some different things.
don't some of the bitter companies put together small bottle samplers? Yes, they put together little packs, which we do have some packs.
We have some of that too. There's the one I'm thinking.
We have this pack
this
from.
guy right here.
Oh, this is all gonna fall, but
There was
hold on.
There was one that was called the airline pack because every bottle was, I think, like 1 1/4 ounces or something, like right under the limit for bringing a bottle
Here's
on the
one.
plane. And then there's the
I'm
other
having
5.
another meatball.
I'm going to describe this exactly as this 5 flavors bitters bar set from Hella, which features citrus, smoked chili, aromatic, orange, and ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Aromatic again. That's like your old basic. You would put that in a Manhattan. Orange, you could put it in a lot of things, including martinis, originally called for orange bitters. Interesting. Why might that be? Well, because they might have that bit of like peel that you twist over the drink, and this gives you the same effect without having to cut the peel. The citrus is, I believe, a lemon lime, perhaps other flavors in there. The smoked chili is actually hot. It's hot bitters infusion. The ginger is really cool. It is a ginger infusion, and take your time. And it's got a lot of flavor. If you have a simpler drink that's just not like really cluttered with a lot of flavors, the ginger really stands out. It's great. And all these bottles are coming to you at 1.7 fluid ounces in a little sampler size. These will last a while.
We have others.
Frankly, I think we managed to kill the ginger why it's not there. But there you go. So Hella, I believe is from Brooklyn, where everything is made these days.
I don't know if you can still get this one.
Should be available to you.
Oh, I think this one was specific to Tales of the Cocktail.
Oh, yeah. That's,
never mind.
Yeah, I can't advertise that.
I don't think you can buy that one
You
anymore.
can't get it. I can hawk it to you, but you couldn't buy it.
And, there's another. I don't know if that Dutch one is available anymore.
That may well be gone.
I think
but
that's gone.
Is it Hella who makes the airline pack? I think they call it the flight pack.
No, I feel like that's Bitter Sling, right?
Okay, that may be. They were smaller bottles than even this, but they were designed to take on the plane. So, because you could get it on the plane, they were underneath the actual limits.
Cappies. Did you mention Cappies?
I have not mentioned Cappies
Hugo
yet.
mentioned Cappies. Cappies is hilarious. I love Cappies.
Oh, Cappies in and around suburban Boston. It's
Yes.
awesome. They're like this big warehouse of spirits. And for a while there, this was a common place where people were getting things like Lemon Heart rum.
Oh, yeah.
Which used to be really impossible to find anywhere else, but they just had it on the shelf. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's like, $15. I don't know anything. What the hell? Demerara rum. That's like a commonly called for ingredient in vintage tropicals. And once people got interested in the tropicals, they had to have it, and it was nowhere to be found. Except for Cappies.
I should drop the link to our store and to the
Cappies online.
the Amazon store. Because if you go buy anything from Amazon, please enter through our store. Because if you buy anything, we get a commission, even if you didn't buy anything from our store. If you just buy anything from Amazon, we get a commission.
If you start with the VLK Amazon store and mosey on and just
Nick's didn't
get
use
something else,
bitters. Exactly.
we will get a credit because you started there. That's an important notice. You don't have to buy anything in our store. Oh, I'm not in the mood for anything cocktail that day. Fine. Yeah. We have more things then.
Nick didn't use no bitters.
Nick. Well, it depends. Depends where you are. Yes.
Oh, where's my Santa hat? Well, I wanted to showcase the lovely Santa earrings I got from Gettysburg Ma'am. So I went for a
complimenting
glittery hair flower
with a fascinator.
I'll have a Santa hat next week.
No worries. Oh yeah, there is such things. So there's the Amazon store.
All right.
If you do that, that supports us.
You know what? I'll drop the big cartel store
Sure.
too because what the hell?
We still have.
We're shilling like crazy tonight.
We can chill. I can drop a few things too.
I'll say something just fell.
Yeah, that was precariously balanced. It's true. We do have our new bar towels. The new bar towels are awesome. This is the maroon version of it. There's also the teal version. Same pattern, different color background. They're both available. Big Cartel store has it. This is a polyester front, so it takes a nice print and a cotton back, so it actually works as a towel. So there you go.
William says in Broward, where I live, the El Dorado distribution.
Distribution
I can
center.
talk. Distribution center 5 miles away. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because El Dorado's distribution is from Florida, as I recall. So there you go.
Thank you,
the whole
Lisa.
El Dorado line is some really great product. I mean, there's El Dorado 5, which I think is a fantastic
mixer. Hi, it's all Jan.
7 days a week.
Hey.
You would put that 2 ounces of that in your Mai Tai and be done.
It's
just
all
fantastic.
Jan's here. Yay.
Hey, Jan.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Happy Krampus. We have some Krampus liqueur that was sent to us by John on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. So fantastic.
Happy Krampus. Bring your own My Doll.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, Errol says, guess my comment about ordering through our store got moderated. The comments were coming so fast and furious from that I'm positive we missed some. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I missed you.
We didn't moderate you out. No. I mean, Facebook, YouTube might have actually decided to nip you just because, I don't know. They do weird
Getting
things.
from him, that's such a good idea. I was asking about, have we ever sold aprons? That's a really good... When I was making crafts, I used to make aprons, but... I got out of that.
Perhaps we can see through to.
I got out of that.
Well, I will tell you something. Just as a complete aside,
my gosh.
Remains true.
We do have an apron to sell. It's not a Velveteen Lounge kitchen apron, but it's nice. Paul's going to model for us.
Don't mind if I do. So what we have here is actually quite a nice standard size cotton apron, which is advertising.
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg Man. Drop the link again.
Oh, there we go. Advertising Ellen Waits.
That's our upcoming film.
Yes, the one we've been working on for some months now.
And anyone who purchases an Ellen Waits product, the proceeds go to the film, which... Hi, Jamie. Good to see you.
There is do we have the link for that, too?
Believe it or not. We thought we were done paying for this film, but we are not. So
it's like making a record. Every single thing you do.
I'll drop the link to the apron.
Another cost. And actually, we knew we weren't done paying for the film because there are fees to enter all the festivals, which we knew about. We just weren't dealing with at the time because we had to get this baby done, which, we did. And we're actually coming up with the final edits to make it a watchable item. So here's a number of products that you can get for Ellen Waits, but there's t-shirts and whatnot. Many different colors.
No, we don't want relevance.
Relevance. I want the apron.
We don't want relevance. We want aprons.
I use this every time I grill. It's a fantastic thing. It's the correct size. The only thing that, in my personal opinion, is missing is the pocket that goes there. But you know what? That would probably ruin the line of the face. That would be difficult. So I'll do without the pocket.
All right.
Good.
All categories.
Please, if you would.
Home and living, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, there it is.
There's the apron.
I'll drop the link to the apron.
There you go. If you're interested in such, you'll see, Ellen's mournful face as she waits.
She looks like a metal album cover. Well, there's kind of a reason for that. She's not real thrilled at that moment.
Yeah, she really is. Really is.
She's not real thrilled there. Hi, Devin. Good to see you. I'm just dropping links to everything we sell.
Are we frozen over here? We are.
Oh, okay, good. Everyone's following each other. Yay. I love it. I don't know why I'll just hit refresh.
There's a button over there that says play. I hit it and we're playing again.
All right, whatever.
Bizarre. Are we playing the entire episode again? There I'm holding up the noisemaker.
I don't know what you did.
I hit play.
Oh, Julie has the Ellen Wade's tote bag. Thank you.
Excellent.
Appreciate
Perfect
that.
Perfect for Christmas shopping indeed.
Oh, thank you.
I bet that's actually made out of the same stuff that this is.
All
It's
right.
actually quite a sturdy cotton.
If we...
So.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it looked like he was saying it was like he was grilling naked. Oh, and Michael. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Michelangelo. Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
Well, Dad didn't mind showing that off now, did he? Oh.
All right, so if it looks like we restarted our broadcast, please let us know.
We restarted
We
on
didn't mean to
our
do
end,
that.
interestingly enough. I just hit go because
Oh
we
my
were
gosh,
totally frozen
everyone's
on
following
this
each other. I love it.
Please to follow.
I love it.
Please
okay.
to follow.
I think I've shared the
Very
links.
happy. So all the links are there. There are many ways that you can actually support what it is that we do here that you enjoy on a weekly basis because, hey, we've seen most of you before.
But you're supporting us just by being here.
Supporting us by being here. I'm talking about, like, if you'd like to help with, like, broadcast costs, liquor costs. Well, we don't, none of this is sponsored. I think that we have, like, a couple.
Except the earrings.
Oh, yeah, the earrings are sponsored, yes. There are a couple of bottles back here which were sponsored a long time ago, and I think, well, we're well past that stage.
Oh, Julie, I'm glad to know it's sturdy. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad to know that.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
All right.
I'm just having a little bubbles because we continue to talk to you about things.
Well, I have another drink to make.
So we have currently available the towels, or Sharp on Big Cartel, the record, which I think is at the same place, then the Ellen Wade's product, and then there's the Amazon store. Now, we don't actually have any of our product in the Amazon store. That's just Amazon products. And again, actually, I didn't say this before. You're not paying any premium to get it to our store. There's like regular prices. And if you're a Prime member, like the usual shipping applies, etc., etc. Obviously, you pay for that, so for yourself. But if you simply enter our store and then just go about your merry way and buy anything, then because you started with our store, we get a cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you enter Amazon through our store,
it's a little something, and it all helps. There you go.
We have a viewer, a friend/viewer. Who bought a refrigerator. She entered through our store and bought a refrigerator. It's like, thank you.
I think she specifically said, hey, could you put that in your store?
We did.
Because I'd like to buy it and I'd like to help you out. And so we did.
Oh,
she
Opera.
did. And there we go.
Hi, Opera. Good to see you. Yes, these earrings were made by Gettysburg Mail.
Nice looking fridge, too.
I love them. She sent some I'm going to wear on New Year's Eve, too. So, yay. Oh my gosh, Gettysburg Mail, this is so off topic, but I need to do a hair tutorial.
No.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm so flattered because I feel like I'm horrible at hair, but thank you.
You'll frequently say, oh, everybody else does that, and et cetera,
Maybe
et cetera.
I will. Maybe I will.
Maybe you got something going on there.
Maybe I will. Yeah, because
think about that.
It's just tease. Just tease it and tease it some more, and then tease it again.
You do not actually.
Maybe I will do a hair tutorial.
It sounds like you're using an entire can of Final Net while you're cheesing, but I don't think you don't do that. You are using different products.
I didn't use any product today because I have an appointment on Friday to have my hair washed. So, has anyone seen that I Love Lucy?
Yeah.
She says, impossible. I have an appointment to have my hair dyed. Washed!
She's paranoid that Ricky wants to kill her.
So anytime I have an appointment to have my hair done, I have an appointment to have my hair washed.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. It's all Jan. I appreciate that.
My hair is typically covered up, so I think it's usually looking fine too. But I don't need to use a lot of product in my hair. So, anyway, glad to. Away goes that. And you know what? I just touched the sticky rim.
Oh, look at you. You're all...
Not only am I sticky, I'm glittery. Hold on. Yeah.
Now your tongue's going to be glittery.
True. I'll tell you what. I have one of these too. You just give me a spritz there. That will take care of everything. Sounds good?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stickiness can be taken care of. That's why we have a spray bottle.
Okay.
No big whoop. Although now my little paper towel here is all glittery too.
Well.
Of course.
That's going to happen.
Isn't that life?
It's going to happen.
Isn't that life? So.
Okay, so I'm going to change this to a 1/4 ounce. I hope I don't regret it. Hold on one second.
I hear you, And
if I regret it, we'll just fix it.
yeah, that should be okay.
Nothing here is unfixable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember I said I was doing Santa Baby drinks. So this one is going to be called Forgot to Mention One Little Thing, a ring.
Cool.
And you notice I put a ring around the stem.
So there you go.
Flute. So you're going to want to decorate with a ring.
Whatever decor you can put on your flute is a good idea.
So forgot to mention one little thing.
We have
a ring.
These little guys. I don't know if these are in our store. They are little sort of cocktail charms that wrap around, and you can tighten them up a little bit. But they're
I
big
think
fun.
Mom
They're
gave me
fuzzy.
those.
They're big fun.
They are fun.
The sort of thing you used to be able to find at like a Pier 1, but now you can't find a Pier 1.
I need a 1 ounce measure.
1 ounce measure is
it clean?
Actually, it is, but you know what I gotta do?
It was clean. Okay.
Top is clean. It wasn't
all right,
used.
let's catch up.
The 1.5 was used.
Oh, it's all Chan. Okay, so this is Impossible Meatballs in the classic vintage sauce of 1 part chili sauce, 1 part grape jelly.
Grape jelly.
And they're really
so
good.
easy.
They're really good.
Hell, a lot of sweet, but you have a lot of flavor going on with the sauce too.
Errol says, I haven't used a product in my hair in a while, mainly because I have none.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, Harry Winston, yes. Okay,
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
Touch the stick rim. Wait, what?
Touch the stick rim to see if I can moderate.
You moderate it. Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yep. See what happens.
Oh, thank you, Eric. Eric emailed us a link to Soylent Night. Okay, that's exciting.
Soylent Night.
All right.
Wonderful.
Yes, we did. These are vegan vintage meatballs. So Impossible Meatballs. And then you just combine them in 1 part chili sauce, 1 part grape jelly.
Now, if you have your
So
favorite
classic.
meatball recipe, or
You
if
could definitely
happen to make your grandmother's Swedish meatballs, or if you happen to just go to IKEA and pick up a package of their frozen Swedish meatballs, whatever.
But Swedish meatballs have sauce.
You
want meatballs that don't have sauce.
There is a sauce that you can get with it, but the balls themselves should simply
You
come in a frozen package.
Oh my god!
Sauce separate, because they come in a kind of a gravy.
Over
there,
it's really tight.
Pretty
This is Adirondack
London
Dry Gin,
Nice product.
which is really good.
Local to us. Recommended that you find your local gin.
I still have more of my other
Bonus
drink.
trade.
All right, let's finish
You
it.
want to bring it back?
let's finish it.
You got glitter happening over here. I'm not going to touch
Right.
the rim, so you might as well,
My
about it.
cup literally runneth over.
It ran. It raneth.
Thank you.
Yes,
All
I think I
I'm
killed
gonna
it.
finish the first drink first. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, this is
Recommended. Finish the first drink first.
a 54 convertible 2, light blue.
Light blue.
So, okay, 54 convertible 2 light blue had 2 ounces reposado tequila, 1/2 ounce blue curacao, 1/4 ounce cinnamon schnapps, and 3/4 ounce fresh lemon juice. You shake that with ice, strain into your cocktail glass, and top with a splash of bubbles.
Splash of bubbles.
And then I'll do
Easy
the other
good.
one as soon as I didn't realize I hadn't finished.
As soon as you realize, wait a minute, what?
I know.
You got plenty of glitter on that rim to finish that
Oh,
off
with the sweaty
Just
meatballs.
Sweaty meatballs.
Oh, Abra, yeah, it could not be easier.
Yeah.
When you buy, I just bought the Impossible Meatballs.
Should be available at your market pretty
Hi,
easily.
Cynthia. Good to see
Hello.
you. Yay.
Any of the small size meatballs. You don't want these Italian meatballs, spaghetti meatballs kind of thing, because those usually tend to be big matzo ball size things, because that's what you
Devin.
want with your spaghetti.
I love that.
Makes a
Devin
lot of
says
sense.
it reminds me of the Princess Diana's ring. I love it.
Oh,
I have
excellent.
this ring in
Wonderful.
so many different colors. They were all my aunts. And they just happen to have that little separate, you can
Can kind of stretch them apart.
stretch it apart.
Pop on
Yeah.
something. So it works on the glass, which is great. So you're this
Soy
will work with
meatballs.
any meatballs you got, I think, because here we have the totally vegan balls. You might have a recipe for those yourself. You could do that. I think these Impossibles work great. We've had other vegan style balls or vegetarian style balls that were fine. Were really very good. And if you're like, well, I've got my my grandmother's formula and my mother's formula. You know, we use a little bit of pork and veal and beef or whatever. However that is, there's a real standard way to go with that. That's a very good meatball.
I thought they are kind of sweaty, actually.
Well, they're certainly like condensing over here. This is pretty sweaty.
Oh, yeah, Devin says glad they came from your aunt. Yeah, exactly.
Isn't
She
that
had
fun?
like, I probably got like 4 or 5
Yeah.
of those from her.
We certainly have a number of products that originated with their apartment.
Cynthia's saying that Facebook is a half minute later than the YouTube broadcast. That's so funny because I usually think of YouTube as one being behind.
Yeah, true.
Huh.
I think that Facebook's kind of like a direct link.
Who knows?
Oh, there's a good reason for that too. It's because of the conduit. Most of these platforms will take a standard sort of code, and YouTube does not, because they're being irascible. So we have to do all these gyrations to make YouTube happen. You might remember a little trouble during the late summer that caused us a lot of grief. Yeah, we got around that.
I just literally had a big shiver up my spine. That.
I know. But Facebook, like most of these platforms, will take, I think it's an RTMP code. It's just a direct link and it goes right in. So it's faster. I don't think that anything's blocking it. But YouTube is doing funny
Cynthia
stuff.
says, I'm the auntie who will be leaving behind the bubbles in my family.
Oh, you're the one. Well,
I love it.
You know, that implies that you're enjoying the bubbles right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
I like the sound of that. All right. Well, I'm not showing off my shirt as much anymore. And neither am I showing off this apron. So I'm going to remove the apron.
No, it's like kind of hidden behind the
Totally
bar.
hidden. So can't get this off my head. So I'm going to actually
you have
show
so
you
many problems.
once again. Here, the Ellen Waits apron available. We dropped the link before. Check it out if you want some Ellen product. There you have it. Oof. And I'm going to place this aside for safekeeping.
You have so many problems. I can't even.
I have one problem. Hat back on. Thank you. You don't want to be without your hat.
All right, now I can proceed.
So.
Thank you. Okay, so.
Because you finished that sucker. I'm going to have a little more bubbles myself. Some bubbles.
Okay, so forgot to mention one little thing. A ring.
A ring.
So I poured out 1 ounce of dried gin. This is from Adirondack, but a reputable dried gin will do.
I'm just having like a finger of bubbles at a time with different bitters. I had the Fee Brothers Whiskey Barrel Aged.
We have to wake up in the morning.
And I'm having a dash of the Peychaud's in this one. Peychaud's should be available at your local by now. There was a period where they were impossible if you were outside of Nantes.
Okay.
Because they were still being made and you can find them there. They are a critical ingredient in a Sazerac cocktail and also the Vulcae cocktail. So
I poured out too much.
Both a good idea. What do you got there? Blue?
This is blue. Would you like some blue? Okay, because I poured out. Okay,
done.
So a 1/4 ounce blue curacao. You don't want to do too much. This is not a big drink. Okay. Yeah. And
let's say 75 style.
Oh God! All right.
Oh God, she says. Oh no.
We're back to the
Schlager.
Goldschlager.
Okay, once again.
A very
pouring.
I do want a full 1/4 ounce.
A full quarter. Huh?
A full quarter. So this is 1 ounce.
That's gonna be like So measure.
I'm gonna.
If it looks like more like a third in that cone, then you're probably just about right.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, 1/4 ounce. That's plenty.
That sounds.
Yes. Okay.
On target,
because,
folks.
as we mentioned before, if you use too much Goldschlager, you might as well just pour the drink out because it's going to be horrible.
It's like the anise-based liqueurs. The cinnamon is very strong and will completely overtake. If you happen to like cinnamon as a one note in your drink, then go to town. Now, if you try to make a more complex drink, it'll kill it if you use it.
I'm doing a ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. I need to change that. I said, actually, you want to get rid of this. Thank you.
Oh, wait, could you take care of that?
I had said before that I just wanted a dash, but no, I want full.
Full.
I gotta change it though.
Full ½ ounce?
A full ½ ounce.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. You do need the full ½ ounce.
I meant to add ginger bitters. Hold on.
Oh, ginger.
No, you know what? I've got the cinnamon schnapps. I'm going to leave well enough alone.
Yeah, okay. That would get lost. You're right.
Fill with our
Prosecco
bubbles. And then I'm going to have one of these bourbon balls.
Oh, sounds like a fun idea. No, it doesn't.
I am.
Sounds good to me.
First ones of the year.
Hello.
Okay.
We have made our first eggnog of the year. Did we enjoy that on the year? Or
We did.
We
did a whole
that.
episode. Hi, Dean.
Yes. Well, we did the eggnogs
So this
episode,
is,
but I
forgot
hadn't made
to
the eggnog
mention
yet.
one little thing. A ring.
A ring.
Mm.
Smart TV is also behind YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Funny.
Hugo says my mom put raisins in her meatballs. Oh my god, I can see that.
Different?
That sounds good.
Different, unique.
All right.
Sure. It's kind of like you can kind of imagine all sorts of things in your meatballs, like little bits of dried peel, fruitcake
The smart
meatballs.
TV. Our smart TV is slow. Our
Mm.
smart TV is not smart. And I don't mean on the phone. Exactly.
That's right. 5 pound box of money.
Oh, okay. It was reversed. Oh, okay. That's interesting because I have heard that about YouTube being, yeah. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The cinnamon will clear your sinus. Says, this is good.
Oh, yeah.
I was honestly not sure.
Let's give that a whirl, shall we?
A little cinnamon schnapps goes a really long way.
I forgot to tell you one more thing. A ring.
Forgot to mention one little thing. A ring. I don't mean on the phone.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
Thank you.
That's right. Again, this is in what we call a French 75 vein because it's really the same
Chess
style of
chocolate salty balls. Didn't you
Chocolate
have a
salty balls.
Liberace album for Christmas? You know what? Our bathroom is Liberace themed, and we have 3 Liberace Christmas records in there.
Count them.
3 different ones.
Count 'em.
Yes.
Yes. Because Lee recorded originally for Columbia Records, so he had a Christmas album to coincide with the Christmas special of his show. He was on television in the early 50s, around 1952, I think. 54, he does a Christmas episode, which should be able to be found in its entirety on the usual online video sources. Well recommended. This one is just like so laid back and so like cozy fireplace. Oh, you're just about to weep from all the amazingness of that. That's just fantastic.
Oh.
And his brother George shows up. So there you go. It's fantastic.
George. I got to make the ring face forward, though.
Which my brother George were here. He was there.
He was there.
So there's an album that really apes the music on this show, and that's I think it's just called the Liberace Christmas or Christmas with Liberace is what
I
it's
think
called.
it's Christmas with
Liberace, yeah.
yeah.
Columbia Records, 1954. You may be lucky enough to find a really old copy of that, but there's also a lot of reissues on that. We have the reissue hanging on the wall in there. There is an album when he moved over to Dot Records in the 1960s. He did another Liberace Christmas, which is really just solo piano.
Hi, Ryan.
And that's available. That's kind of a purple background.
And hi, Aaron. Good to see both of you. Yay.
And then there's this cheap reissue label from the 1980s, sometimes called in that period called Mistletoe, which reissued all sorts of Christmas records because they got really, really cheap licenses on them. And they did a whole what's
Did I say hi to Dean? If I did not, hi, Dean.
You did? Hi
Okay,
again.
all right.
But hi again.
And hi again.
Anyway.
All right.
So the Mistletoe record is the one where he's in this fur coat in front of this big Christmas tree. It's like, that's the cover you want on the wall. Probably not that hard to find that cover. Look around. Your local record store, if they have like a big bin of Christmas records, right now, probably has a copy of this.
Peter,
Yeah.
There's going to be a vinyl market at Jet Set on Saturday.
Yes.
So if you're available,
Jet Set, of course.
you might be able to find it there.
Within the past couple of weeks, had a market. They are what is now for us our local tiki bar.
Yep.
We used to have one even closer, but they decided to renovate. And I'm not going to say anything
talk
more
about
about that. But anyway, so that's Newburgh. Newburgh, New York is Jet Set. It's right on the water. It's fantastic location. It is so cool. They do very good drinks.
They do.
And really great food, too. And it's a cool little place. Great decor. And they've started doing these little markets. And I think that the first one was a big success because the vendors did very well.
I hope so.
And in the meantime, like, the joint is slinging the booze and food. And I think that they had a ton of people in there.
Yeah.
We were there. So I think they thought that was the big thing. So they're doing one that's just all records this time. Well, there was one record vendor last time I checked it out. Now, I bought something. You know, his prices were very good.
Yeah.
He's very likely to be there again. So, I would buy from him again. He was actually a very friendly guy. And I thought he was on the level. Like, he was like describing the condition. He was spot on. Yeah, absolutely.
Lisa says, I miss the specials they used to have back when I was growing up in the 70s. Dean Martin and Andy Williams and all the Christmas specials. We have Well, we have Dean Martin, and actually we have Andy Williams too on DVD. But we also have, do you have the King family?
There's the King family, did specials for holidays for years. They started out for 67 doing Thanksgiving, and then they followed that up that December with the Christmas special. That's the one.
Tom Jones.
That was actually released, all that music on an album, and that was the one that was released a gazillion times.
Oh, it's all Chan. Yeah, I know. It's we have not had one for the longest time, so it's like
because all local went away.
We're enjoying it a lot now.
Tom Jones had
it's like a half hour
television show around 1969, 1971, and he's got 2 years worth of Christmas episodes. We have those on a box set. And those are so beyond the pale in terms of 60s Christmas that you'll just cry.
Oh my gosh.
They're incredible. You should probably be able to find sections of these up on the internet if you want to check it out.
Oh yeah, Gettysburg Man was saying I watch a lot on YouTube. Yes, I'm sure a lot of them are on YouTube by now. I thought you'd like this. Chaz says, speaking of odd vinyl.
Hammersmith is out.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Interesting.
I remember seeing that album.
Yeah, Cynthia, I'm so happy to have it.
When I worked in a store selling music, it was a store that had a lot of entertainment memorabilia, and they had like soundtracks and cast albums. So this was like the only place where you were going to find certain things. Yeah. And if you were a Broadway nut and you're like, oh, I really need this particular they had it. And if you were looking for it on CD or LP or whatever, they had it. And if you're like, well, I'm really crazy about Les Mis, but I wanted to have it in 10 languages, they had that too. So you could find it in French, you could find it in Spanish, you could find it in Korean.
There is a Star Wars Christmas special.
Yes, the Star Wars Christmas.
Yeah, Amy says I love Tom Jones. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, the Star Wars holiday special dates from 1978, so literally very close to the first movie, that is Episode 4. And then there is a Star Wars Christmas record from 1980, which was released. I remember as a kid, we actually had the single from that was, what do you get a Wookiee for Christmas when he already owns a comb? That somebody actually gave that to my sister, and I think it's got a picture of Chewbacca on the picture sleeve, blah, blah, blah. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize at the time this came from an album.
Do you still own it?
Years later, I'm pretty sure we've got that kicking around. I think I nabbed that. Years later, I realized there was an album. There was an album that, Miko put his name on that has all sorts of atrocities. All of the Star Wars fans disown this, but you got to hear it. Not that hard to find. You should be able to find the entire thing up from the usual suspects. And if you really need the album, they produce a gazillion of them. You should be able to find that from Discogs, etc.
Gettysburg, ma'am, I am 100% with you. Christmas needs to slow down. Yes.
Oh, I know.
It is coming too quickly. I 100% agree.
Some kind of craze.
Yes, B. Arthur was in that one, Ryan.
Yes. I believe that had the cast of the movie, right? We're all appearing in this. I guess they had a contract that said you need to do this. And then you had B. Arthur and who else off the top of my head was in that?
I've only seen it once, but I just feel like B. Arthur just saw a paycheck. Like, why would she do this?
Sure. Why wouldn't I actually collect the money on that? Boom. And done. Art Carney is in this thing, too. And he's not playing Norton. He's just playing, a character, right?
Hey, Errol says, Paul, is that Chewbacca or my brother?
Yeah, I don't know. My brother. Hilarious. Art Carney, who cut a good couple of Christmas records back in the 50s. Nothing to do with Star Wars, of course. But yeah.
Oh yeah, Carrie Fisher sang. Yes, Devin. Yes, Devin was saying. Carrie Fisher saying B. Arthur was in it, and she had this wild ponytail hair. Exactly.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh, we have that. Oh, we should put that record up here.
Yep.
The Warner Brothers record. Yeah, maybe for next week we'll put it up here.
Yep.
We do have that one.
It's like
have you brought it down this year?
I am not sure it's down.
Thank you for reminding us because that is good.
Maybe we've got that over here. That's a great one.
I don't know.
What's it?
Yeah, he's just going to go flip through records. He just wanted an excuse to flip through records, and you gave it to him.
No, I did not. I wanted to stay, but I'll take a look. The fans demand it.
Oh, geez. Oh, he doesn't need a tie clip, and he doesn't use shaving foam. So what can he get a Wookiee for Christmas when he already owns a comb? Oh my gosh, that sounds great. Gettysburg Ma'am says, tonight after your live, the kiddo and I are changing into PJs and watching Smoky Mountain Christmas while sipping hot cocoa. That sounds lovely. We made it most of the way through Home Alone last night, so I'd love to think we could finish that tonight, but we also have to wake up early, so...
Yeah. We'll see about it.
Did you find it?
I did not.
Oh, but he's going to play show and tell.
Because we got a bunch of stuff back here. Many of you grew up with these, and I'll simply call these the Tire franchise Christmas records. Yeah, Goodyear Firestone. So what we have here is a whole selection from Goodyear. Let me hold this up a little further. I believe this is volume 6, which I grew up with. The Great Songs of Christmas from Columbia. Album 6. This next one is album...
I can't see that. You want to hand them to me?
4.
Oh, okay. Or you can do that.
Yep. Which is a fun one. I think we get Mary Martin right over there on the left. I remember this as a kid, definitely. The Great Songs of Christmas.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I never saw that until I met Paul.
Yeah.
But we do own that one too.
That was actually...
Night, Devin.
Night. See ya. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yes.
The Magoo's was actually one of a series. There was a whole series where Magoo did the classics. 1962, 63 on television. So the only one that we still have kicking around is the Christmas Carol one, which is excellent.
Well, Firestone Christmas.
Yep. This is Great Songs of Christmas album 3 from Columbia. This is the Goodyear. Great Songs of Christmas.
Whenever he says Goodyear, all I can think of is airplane. Like
Goodyear?
Oh no, what was it? Naked Gun. Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
Goodyear.
The worst. Great Songs of Christmas album 2. Again, Columbia special. I think this is the first one, the Great Songs of Christmas. The stories behind the Great Songs of Christmas. Blah, blah, blah. So these were sold at Goodyear. Your dad went in to rotate the tires or like replace the fronts or something. And while that was being done, there's a Christmas record available for $1. So he picked that up. And you add it to the collection every year. I have a friend who would do that every year. This is actually the Grants series, A Very Merry Christmas.
Hold on. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Patty Page. I was
Patty
like,
Page.
what the hell is that? Oh, okay.
Definitely. I think she actually did Santo Natale on this. I actually grew up listening to that. That's on her album from the prior year. So
she looks like... I'm just trying to think of who she looks like there.
I don't know. Hard for me to tell.
Not Patty Page.
Not Patty Page.
But it's her.
This is also a Columbia special product, and these were sold via Grants. So you probably went into Grants and paid $1 and got this record.
Oh, it's all Jan. I'm with you. Christmas does come earlier and earlier every year. But I feel like this year it snuck up, and like now it's...
Careful.
10 days.
Here it is.
You know?
Firestone enters the fray with Volume 6. This is Jack Jones and Roberta Peters and the Vienna Choir Boys. The Firestone ones are distinctive. They all have the same cover with a different color scheme. They're identical. I think there's 6 or 7 of these. I think there's 7 of these. And then Firestone gave up the ghost on that. The thing is, though, they kept selling collections. They just didn't actually sponsor them anymore. So, interestingly enough. Anyway, so there's like a bunch of these classics. You can find these at your local thrift store if it's a well-stocked thrift store. Keep looking. You'll find one in great shape for $1.
I keep thinking of things like this album that Chaz mentioned. I'm like, oh my God, Christmas is only 10 days away. There's like all these records laid up right down out of the attic yet. We have movies we haven't watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breathe. You can watch it in March if you want to.
You can watch it whenever the heck you like.
Oh, Chaz says I have a few Firestones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Peter Singer. Remember Mr. Magoo's version of
Firestones.
Frankenstein?
Oh,
I've never seen that.
Well, that's interesting. I'd like to see who has the rights to these things. They were filmed. They were like filmed animation. It's not like this is videotape of the Sullivan Show or something. Maybe it's out there, maybe it's not. Well, actually, Sullivan kept the rights to all of those tapes, so those are in good shape. But the Woody Woodbury Show is all gone. And the 60s version of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, they were wiped every day.
Let's be legally childish, barely. So, I love it.
Yep. But when you're talking animation, which was on motion picture film, well, there's a master, there's a negative, there's a lot of prints. So one of those is out there. You might just have to dig a little bit.
Oh, it's all Jan. I was wondering about that. I was in New York City on Monday, and I was seeing all these kids, and, you know, they're decked out for Christmas and everything. And I wondered about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they I think some kids get the magic of Christmas, and I think honestly, I think it depends on the parents.
I think it does too.
Yeah.
We certainly know parents who would tell them, this is what happens, and this is why we do this, and this is the fun part.
I think it depends on the parents.
You know, some people will just, like, every year, Michael, make a fresh batch of eggnog, and you think, why are you going to all that work? You can buy it in a carton, because the fresh product is really excellent. And it's not hard to make. And we made one on air just weeks ago that was even easier because I used the carton of half and half. You know how it was? It was excellent. It was a really good product.
That was good.
And it was even easier than like wrangling milk and cream and all that sort of thing.
Oh,
it was just free
ma'am, you are so correct. It was crazy. Well, he works. His office is across from Radio City.
The new location.
So just like Tourist Central, which is like, I love it because I love that people are coming to New York for Christmas because New York is beautiful at Christmas.
Wonderful.
But dang, there were a lot of people there.
A lot of people going on.
I see both sides.
Upside to this is that I
see both sides.
Is that I have access to the skating rink at Rockefeller Center, and I can just go walk over there and watch people skate around. It's very pretty. It's very Charlie Brown Christmas. And then, of course, you have the tree, which I saw when it was put up, and then I saw it when it was decorated, and we saw it was decorated the other day. It's marvelous.
Yes, we do. Oh, these trees back here. Yes, I do Christmas trees. Like I need to keep posting.
Let me talk to you about my addiction, she says.
Yeah, I do. I'm addicted to Christmas trees. We evict furniture to make room for Christmas trees. But yeah, we have. I haven't even taken video of the silver ones.
Oh, perhaps you should. We have two silver trees. We have one that was inherited from a friend and one that was inherited from my grandmother. That's my grandma's tree right there. The only thing we've done to that is I revitalized the stem because the cheap like metallized paper that was on there was really falling apart.
These stems back here.
So I revitalized that. It looks so much better.
Silver stems were extras from that tree.
Hello.
So
background.
I need to make more videos. Yeah. This is what I mean. Like it's coming too quickly. I still got stuff to do.
What am I supposed to do?
Christmas in Hollis.
Yes. Boom. That's
it was
as featured. There's actually a great video to that. Take a look up on YouTube. You can find there's a really fun piece of video to Christmas in Hollis. But that was also featured on that very special Christmas, the first volume of that. So that's fun. And then there's another Run DMC Christmas song, of course, that you should be aware of. Just saying. Go check it out.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. I gotta catch up here. That says my wife and I stayed at the hotel that is across the street from Radio City. Which hotel is that? I'm triangulating.
I'm thinking because everything I can think of.
There's a Hilton near there. Was it a Hilton?
Yeah, that's not that far.
Is it a Hilton?
Yeah, there's a number of hotels that they're not exactly across the street because it's all like office buildings. But very close is a Hilton and a Sheraton, and like right around the corner is a Ziegfeld, which is right. Is that the Hilton that you're thinking of, or is that a different hotel? What is that one? That's right across from the Ziegfeld. I'm trying to think now, and that's just like 3 or 4 blocks from the office.
There's a hotel right by Kurt's.
Interesting.
That has a bar called Faces and Names, which I love the name of that. I've never been in there, but yeah. Oh, Regency. Oh, okay. Hyatt, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, Paul works. Yeah.
Somebody does. You know, we do. This one is working all the time. I know who your manager is, and she's a harsh mistress. Gotta tell you.
Oh.
That's the stuff.
You don't work for. Oh, jeez. My brother-in-law looks at my hard hat and says, "You don't work for a living." Oh,
what?
That just makes me think of Office Space. Ryan says, last weekend, a friend of mine who works for Canada Post had us over for a party where we all sat around and handwrote responses to kids' letters to Santa. Oh, I love that. On 5th Avenue in New York City, there's a big mailbox where you can drop your letters to Santa.
And that will be picked up and processed so that, you know.
Yeah, yes. Oh.
That's fantastic. You know, there's also like a hotline to Santa.
Oh, the wacky 50s Christmas music. Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Oh, when the toy catalogs came in the mail. Oh.
Oh, man. Well, when you got the Sears catalog and it had the toy section.
Oh, Lisa.
Oh, boy.
I've done
that was
one,
fun.
which I did on TikTok, and then it automatically went to Instagram, but I need to share it to Facebook. I will do that probably on the train tomorrow morning. So, yeah, because I made a bunch of videos over the weekend, and I just haven't posted them yet.
I remember as a kid, we not only had the Sears catalog, and I'm trying to think of what else there was. There wasn't a catalog.
$400 a night. That's New York. That's New York.
Yeah,
I
believe it in a second.
Yep.
So we had the Sears catalog, which was great because it was like a phone book, and it was like everything. It was your tough skins and your socks and your underwear, and then the other section was toys and gadgets and like hi-fis and whatever. It was great, fantastic catalog. Kind of missed that, and then there, if you could, we had some friends who were, my mother had friends who actually the father worked in the jewelry industry, so there was some money in the family, and they would get these luxury catalogs, which were absurd. They were just crazy to look through these things and the products that were available to the uber wealthy at the time.
The catalogs.
Pretty
Some people are
hilarious.
posting about the catalogs, yes.
Yeah. The other thing was, I never saw a catalog at the time for FAO Schwartz, but we would go to New York City, right near all these landmarks we've been talking about, and you would just drop into FAO. And it was this chaotic place full of screaming kids and music. Welcome to our world. Welcome to a world of toys. Constantly. But they had everything. This was crazy stuff. It was just like, wow, this is every kid's wish list ever. And all these, people were wandering around as elves demonstrating all the stuff that you could buy. So it was a fun experience. Like, I don't think we ever really purchased anything in there as much as we went for the experience, got exhausted, and went home.
I went to FAO Schwartz. They reopened FAO Schwartz in Rockefeller Center recently.
Now. Yeah. Not the original location.
I went in.
The original location was opposite the Plaza Hotel.
Yes. Yeah. And it was insane.
N-E-R-T-S,
there were so many people in there.
Yeah.
I did take a few photos. I did snap some photos, but dang, there were a lot of people in there. But I have to say, the obnoxious ones were not the kids. The kids were fine. It was the parents.
The parents.
The parents were just like, they will elbow you out.
Always the worst. Always the worst.
It was nuts. I gotta say, I would say most of the time when I encounter kids, they're great. Their parents, not always so much.
Leaving something to be desired.
Yeah.
I think the kids are a little intuitive.
Oh my God, the Swiss Colony catalog, Peter. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
Swiss Colony, Harry and David. Okay, you two can go duke it out.
Gettysburg Museum says, I miss the caroling.
More of the baskets of apples and pears.
I'm
Those
sure.
are great.
I'm sure I've said this before, but what year did the power go out during our Christmas party?
Probably around 2015 or 16. That sounds about
okay,
right.
So we had a Christmas party around 6 or 7 years ago.
Somewhere in that range.
And
I'm recalling this to myself.
There was a power outage. And everyone was still here. Mm-hmm. And we have enough Christmas lights that are on batteries that some lights stayed on, whatever. But everyone's looking around like, what do we do? But Paul has a record player that's battery powered. So he got that going.
And we just kept going with the music. I just hung a bunch of those battery operated lights from Harbor Freight.
You know.
So I had 3 or 4 of those around. We had light, we had some candles, we had music.
As I've been known to be at our parties, I and some of our guests were 3 sheets to the wind. So we decided to carol. So we just went out into the street and just started caroling at the top of our lungs.
Caroling.
Because it was pitch black and quiet, so we all decided to sing.
We added to the fright.
Yeah.
Saw a few neighbors sitting on the porch listening to us carol. It was a magic moment. And you could see a lot of stars. It was magic. I'll take that gin, please.
Oh.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm catching up. Chad says, Canned Heat and the Chipmunks Christmas cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious. That's right.
Okay.
Didn't know that one as a kid.
I miss all the hard candies at my grandmother's. So Paul has a cousin who, for a few years, gave us hard candies that his grandmother always had.
Is that the ribbon stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The ribbon candy.
Yeah.
I think we still have some because
We probably do.
It's still sealed and
it's
lasts
made by
forever. So yeah.
And that's...
And you could buy that if you have Christmas tree shops.
Suburban Boston.
If there's a chain in the Northeast called Christmas Tree Shops.
Mm-hmm.
They sell that hard ribbon candy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I gotta catch up. Oh, you can send letters to Santa at North Pole. Oh my God. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, it's all Jan says. My godmother worked at the Sears Center where you could go place your catalog order and pick it up or return. She always had an up-to-date Sears catalog. I thought she was famous. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
I love that.
It's fantastic. Oh, you know what? I need a bit of peel.
Oh, Harry says, you don't make caroling these days. I'm too smart alecky about it. We were very sincere.
Oh, we sang it properly. And
We were
while
so
offering
sincere.
this simple phrase,
It was good.
which is actually not a carol. It's just sort of a classic song.
Oh, I would so carol. Yeah, Lisa says our church group would go house to house caroling. We just got together with friends and went caroling. Yeah.
Yeah, randomly do it.
Yes, ribbon candy.
I would do it again.
We got to bring out the ribbon candy next week.
I was just name checking the Christmas song. Of course, you're all familiar with that. Written by Mel Torme. You know, I was looking up his Christmas album he recorded, I think, in the
Merry Christmas.
1990s for Telarc, I think it is. It's a really cool record. I was listening to a couple selections of that recently. I'm like, he is very jazzy and there's like really cool vocal arrangements on this. Definitely worth looking that up. And the same label has an Oscar Peterson Christmas record. Recommend it. Check that out. We're looking into all sorts of really obscure stuff for Christmas, and we make a collection every year.
Oh yes.
And you know, if you're not on the list, drop us a line with your email, and we'll make sure that you get a link.
Jamie says
to grab the
nothing
collection.
says Grandma's house at Christmas like a bowl of the hardened 78 ribbon candy.
You're familiar.
Still buy it.
You don't say.
If you're feeling nostalgic.
Very Lucksmiths. Oh yeah, seriously, that's great.
Oh, Peter says, let me know if you want to go caroling. Peter, I want to go caroling. I'm letting you know right now.
We're letting you know right now.
I want to go caroling.
You want to do it? We can do it. We can do it.
Let's make it happen.
We better do it soon. So we'll see what's what.
I know.
Lucksmith. I don't know. Maybe it's this weekend. Maybe we'll all hit the
Merry Lucksmith
market up there at Jet
Christmas with
Set.
the Cramps. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I want to add anything to this.
Merry Poisonmas. I'm thinking of Poison Ivy, of course.
Oh, Kitty's Romance says I may have to go caroling alone.
Oh, find a friend. I'm
Peter,
sure someone will go with you.
I'm in for caroling.
I'm sure someone will go.
We can pack up little portable cocktails to walk around with.
Oh, jeez. All Jane
Singing the key of H.
All Jane here says John Valby's words to the famous Christmas songs. Oh, I can't even repeat that on the air. I tell you, Dr. Dirty himself. Dr. Dirty he was, I believe, suburban Boston based. And he used to appear at another tiki joint called Hookie Lau in Chicopee, Massachusetts. Now gone. Raise the hat. Oh, such a shame.
I want some gin in my...
Great place. It was so cool. They were really big. And they had really had great food. And they also had one of those, like, prep as you go bars.
Hookie Lau.
Where you could get fresh stuff thrown together on the walk. It was so good. And they had a comedy club. So Dr. Dirty was usually appearing there when we would show up around Christmas time. It's just like, Christmas show with Dr. Dirty. And I'm thinking, that would be hilarious. Particularly if you're like, I got to get away from the family. Just go have a couple of drinks at Hookie Lau, get schnockered, and listen to John Valby saying he was a little filthy Christmas. Hilarious.
All right, I need to stir this. Okay.
John Cage Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
Funny stuff. Well, on that subject, of course, we also have, and I can recommend.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
That's what it needed. Gin.
Gin. You don't need it with gin.
Would you pass that along, please?
I'd be very glad to.
Thank you.
There you go. Well, this one is available to you because...
Oh, no. We're going to get shut down for sure.
Norton Records put it back in print. Rudy! Don't Let Himself made a Christmas record in, 1971, I think? Norton decided this needed to be back in print, and that's the one that we've got. So you can get it too. Hilarious. It's not safe for broadcast, so I'm gonna have to put it away.
Well,
but Rudy's hilarious.
We'll
He's filthy, but he's freaking hilarious. You know you want to listen to that. So recommended. And then there of course is Blowfly. Blowfly did an album 1999, I think. And I remember having to pick that up because of the collection that I was doing that year. And that one is filthier and hilarious.
All right, we got to look for that. Oh, Chad says, please come home for Christmas on Johnny Winter's first album. Are you familiar?
No.
Oh, thank you. Okay, great.
Was that the one on Imperial or the one on Columbia? When he had an album that was like Johnny Winter before he was Johnny Winter, and there was a double album on Columbia. That may be the one. I remember actually buying that from somebody once, and then the guy's like, "That's the wrong price." And I take a look at the right price. I say, "You can have it back." So I was like, no, it was a good price to begin with.
Thank you.
Sorry, man.
Oh, man.
That's altogether too bad. But these things are like that.
Oh, Peter said Billie Eilish released the best Christmas album a few years ago. All right.
Okay.
I like Billie Eilish.
Okay. Is it Billie Eilish or Billie Childish?
Billie Eilish. Well,
you said Childish.
I know. But...
Anyway.
Oh, Carol Burnett took a group of kids around caroling as a teen and stood in front of the Playboy Club singing, "Oh, come on, you faithful."
Hilarious.
Well, that's like the one you have. Is that Bob Rivers?
No.
Who is that?
I have to think for a minute.
Version of
we have a version
we
have a version we can't even describe on the air.
We can't. Yeah, we can't play it on the. Well, we can sort of.
We
can obliquely describe it on the air.
I can't even really talk about it. It's send me a PM. It's hilarious.
We gotta know who,
I'll send you a link.
I thought it was. It wasn't Bob Rivers.
No, it's not the Bob Rivers group.
Was it?
He did, I think, 4 or 5 different collections of Christmas stuff. We have the first one on an LP. That's actually how early that was.
Which is hilarious, by the way.
It is pretty hilarious. It's some really great stuff. Like, we wish you weren't living with us. We wish you weren't living with us. But, the Chimney Song. The Chimney Song is just classic.
That was like a huge thing.
Just classic.
Yeah,
let's take it back to like 1987, I think that is.
But I want to know who did "Oh Come All You Faithful" because that was hilarious.
That's Pat Godwin.
Pat Godwin. Yes. Search on Pat Godwin.
Pat Godwin. "Oh Come All You Faithful."
I got it. Okay.
Let's see if we can find it.
I'm going to see if I can find the
link. We'll drop it on you. You can listen for yourself because we can't play that on the air. But
the whole album is hilarious.
The album is pretty hysterical. That was on a CD that I found, I think, on St. Mark's Place. Oh, easily 20 years ago. Got to be from like 2001, 2002 that album came out. So it was on CD, and I got it for a really good price. And he's actually, I think, a comedian from Philadelphia.
There are links.
Philly-based.
There are links to Spotify, which I stopped paying for Spotify, so I'm not gonna drop it. But yeah, okay. But yeah, his "Oh Come All You Faithful" is hilarious.
You got to hear this because I know you're all adults and you can all take it, and it's all in good fun and it's all done as such. Oh no.
Kitsch-en said, I live among a lot of elderly folks that go to bed at 7, so if I carol past 7, I may get a house slipper to the head.
Shut up and go to bed! Boom.
That's very New York, by the way.
It is. It's very true.
Oh. Single album called First Winter. Oh, okay. All right.
First Winter. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's the one on Columbia, which technically is his second album. He recorded an album for Imperial. Now, this is really going to take you back to the 60s. And he recorded the album in Vulcan Gas Works. Now that's going to take you back to the
Eric,
60s.
Okay, I did have to just moderate your comment, Eric. I allowed it, but Ricky the Rancid Rugrat. Oh no. It's I moderated it.
Don't worry about it. We got you.
Yeah.
We totally got you there. Everything is allowed in our space except for things that I'm not even going to talk about.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about it.
Because you know what we don't do here? What we do is fun.
You just said do-do.
Well, there you go. See, she's going to like talk to me about this. But we will do fun, and we will do entertainment. And sometimes that involves some pretty racy topics, and whatever. That's just what it is. You know, that can be a big deal to some people, but whatever.
I'm not sure I consider doo-doo a racy topic.
No, that's just third grade.
That's like third grade. Yeah,
that's just third grade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Team turkey or team ham for Christmas? Oh, interesting. We always do Thanksgiving. So we don't cook at Christmas, and I'm like happy to eat whatever is cooked for me.
Whatever is served, which in our family has for some years tended to be brisket.
Apparently we're having barbecue this Christmas, which I'm kind of excited about.
Much like my mother would do for years, we were basically having a sort of a Hanukkah meal, actually, the brisket.
Night, Peter!
And honestly,
let's go caroling.
My mother always did this very particular thing, which I think was a very Jewish way to make the brisket. It was good. It's very good. Very tender.
Yes, doo-doo. You said doo-doo.
And, you know... Oh, hilarious.
Oh, it's all Jan says, I wonder what people do today if you went caroling door to door. My guess is call the cops.
There's some weirdos on my steps singing.
We were standing out in the street because there was a power failure and no one was going anywhere. So I'm like, yeah, I would just stand out in the middle of the street, possibly get run over. But for a good cause.
Yeah. It was good. The cause was bringing some joy to the blacked out neighborhood.
Yes, yeah, Gettysburg, man, it wasn't even our idea. Like, we host Thanksgiving and they host Christmas, so they said barbecue, and I was like, right on. That sounds great.
This was also fomented by the fact that we can't have barbecue on Boxing Day, which has been our trend for years now. It's like we get to meet the other half of the family halfway in between, and there's this great barbecue joint we've gone to, and they're fantastic. And as a matter of fact, they'll serve you a vegan meal because that's what my sister is keeping these days, and she's been able to eat there. So I think, well, good. That satisfies everybody. You know, the rest of us get ribs. But so we're not getting that because they're not open at the appropriate time.
Ooh, prime rib.
But hello. Well, somebody's going to be happy. Oh, I think Linda's going to be happy at that concept, but she'd have to fly to California to join you.
I gotta interject. I gotta read Hugo's comment. He says, in Florida, one year we went caroling on a barge during the holiday boat parade, but got stuck on a sandbar and all had to be ferried off 2 by 2 forever.
Oh, the carolers are coming 2 by 2.
You take that chance.
You know, these things happen, and that's all part of the experience. That's just
Carol. Yeah, Peter. Okay, Gettysburg, remember someone do a seafood Christmas. Oh please invite us, because I love seafood.
You're talking lobsters, you're talking crab, you're talking oysters. We do oysters around this time because we'll go to a very particular place up in Hanover. And that's a fancy place. That's a place where you get yourself a really nice New York strip steak kind of place.
Julie says, Polish food makes me think of Christmas in my grandparents' house. I love it.
Oh man, like those big pots of stew, like a big pot of bigos, that kind of thing. That's fantastic.
That's so good.
You know, that's just awesome. I mean, everybody's grandparents did that at the time. My grandmother would make the roast, and it was always like this huge like roasting pan with the big steak and the potatoes. Oh. Jeez, that was always the best.
Errol says, isn't Boxing Day when George Foreman and Mike Tyson get into it?
No, seriously. Exactly. You know? So.
Oh, it's all Jan says last year was our first year without parents and siblings. So we made meatballs and potato salad. Started our day with champagne. Yeah, I feel like in that situation, you just have to, like, what does the heart want? And do it.
Yeah.
I really believe that. You know, just... You have to care for yourself.
At the time you thought, this is what we're doing. You know what? Good instinct. It would have been mine. I'd say do that again. That's marvelous.
Well, do it. Sensi, like this year BBQ.
Do that again.
They said we're going to order BBQ, and we were like, yes, please order
Works for
BBQ.
me.
So,
You know? Because you can do all sorts of things. There's a traditional this, traditional that. So what? Tradition is what you make it at the time.
Exactly.
I remember I was alluding to eating Christmas dinner in Bern, Switzerland in 1988, and it was basically turkey loaf with canned cranberry. And I thought it was just like exotic and fun. And like whoever was there was just travelers. So we were all there in the cold and hanging out, and you're like, You're in a gorgeous alpine location. What's not
See,
to
I feel
like?
like now, if you did that now, you would friend those people and stay in touch. But I don't think you did you?
Well, we weren't with other people. We were just with a bunch of strangers. And,
that's what I'm saying, though. But you wouldn't have been strangers long on social media.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's probably the case. And at the time, of course, nobody whipped out a bottle of schnapps, which would definitely have lubricated the situation. Although there's a highly entertaining story of when my traveling buddy and I returned across the channel and encountered a young Russian woman.
Oh.
So that's it for another day. Yeah.
Oh, Bill says we can't find oysters in California. Really? Oh my gosh, interesting.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
That's a real. I hear about these Pacific Northwest oysters. They're probably just a little north of you, and if they're not shipping appropriately, well, there you go. Because these things have to be fresh. You can get canned oysters.
Oh, interesting.
It's a different thing.
Bill says our favorite Cook's champagne is made just down the street at Gallo. Okay, all right.
Cook's is Gallo.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't realize that. I knew Cook's.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I gotta go back. Okay. Jamie's saying shrimp and grits and crab stuffed flounder.
Oh man!
Oh man, I love seafood. So I was like,
Are we invited? Because I'll show up with the mixed drinks.
A little bit. Surf and turf Christmas.
I'll be there in a minute.
I know.
I'm just telling you, surf and turf is marvelous.
I just remember reading something one time about how surf and turf was so tacky. I'm like,
really?
Sign me up.
Love it.
Sign me up for. I just, I think. When I head into old age, I think it's just going to be like, I'm just going to turn into, what's her face on Married with Children? Peg Bundy. I'm just going to be Peg Bundy.
Peg! Or Sophia. I'm just thinking, that kind of thing.
Oh, Chad says our local Chinese restaurant does a big night on Christmas Eve.
I bet they do. I
remember.
And
guess what Ma'am says? We're doing a turkey with all the fixin' and then a shrimp boil for New Year's Eve.
Man. Shrimp boil, crab boil. That all sounds good.
I'm actually getting kind of excited for New Year's Eve because we'll be going live.
Right here.
As we always do.
Right here on our stage.
And if you're available, we would love for you to join us.
Please to join us.
And if you're doing other things.
We're going to have a bottle
for you.
Or two or a case of this stuff so we can keep going all night.
A case.
We will have our usual location. We'll be decked out a little schmancier than usual. I will put on the suit.
I'm going to wear my earrings that Getty's for me made me that are 23.
She has a dynamite ensemble for you all. And I will look pretty dapper. That's the best I can do. And there will be hats. There will be party horns. There will be party poppers. We will probably not have fireworks, but we'll see what happens. That's a
God, I
traditional
hope
thing.
not, because that would mean that we're burning our house down.
No, but we will have the big mirror ball that will drop again. We have our own mirror ball, and we have a pretty good system to make it work.
Oh, it's all Chan. Where are you located?
Hello.
You're in New Jersey. Where?
What?
Where? We're in New York. I feel like we should be meeting in real space.
Yeah, I mean, if you're East Coast of New Jersey, circa.
Oh yeah, if you can't see the ocean, don't order fish. Yes, I do take that. Yeah. Yes.
No, that advice is good. Frankly, although these days you can get things like shipped to you on dry ice and all that.
Yes.
It's probably okay. And you can get fresh lobsters from Maine, which is crazy, but they make it work.
Bill says San Francisco is 100 miles from our home. They're sold out of crab and oysters.
Oh, wow. What? Craziness. How could they be sold out of oysters?
Like oh my God. I shouldn't jinx this, but I'm knocking on wood. We can still get that stuff. Oh.
We're good for now. We've got pretty good oyster
Hugo.
beds.
Yeah. It should be fun. 20 minutes from Philly. Okay, so you're pretty south of us. But yeah.
So you're definitely, and if you're talking, is that like Wildwood? Okay, that's substantially south. But not crazy. It's not like driving to Iowa or to San Francisco.
Yes.
I want the lobster.
Cynthia's like, now I want lobster.
I want lobster.
Lobster.
But, well, if you're getting that fresh from Maine, that's what they call it, all right? Yeah. We do lobsters at birthdays and at New Year's. And then we will do them at the lobsters and the artichokes, and we'll watch Thin Man. So it's kind of the old butter meal. It's a little heavy. It'll, it's good for the system from time to time, I guess. And I just, if you can get them for a good price, lately they've been really outrageously high, and we've just been paying a premium, but we'll see what's what. we'll see what goes.
I don't feel like we've had anything that was expensive lately.
The lobsters. The last time we did them, they were priced up.
It's been a minute
You
since
know,
we've done
hot
that.
minute.
Wow.
Okay.
I read that insurance. Why did I say insurance?
I don't know.
Inflation.
Inflation.
Inflation is going down.
Well, it's about time now.
Yes, they lowered the interest rate.
Yep.
Oh, if you find me a lustron, I'll absolutely move to New York.
Yeah.
Abra, we see you. You're still here.
We see you.
Oh man, they weren't showing up for me until I refreshed. Oh,
Absolutely.
Social media.
We totally got you.
It's a bow hatch.
Harsh mistress.
Oh, we're headed. Oh, Gettysburg. It's all Jan, not Gettysburg, man. It's all Jan says we're headed to Philly Saturday for some libations, cheesesteaks, and shopping.
Oh,
I love Philadelphia. I love it.
Philly's a great town, except for parking. But you knew that. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck. But if you go to the center of town, it's easy to get around. There's good public transportation. It's very vital. They have a really cool town hall. You got the Liberty Bell.
Got the bell.
You've got all of these, very colonial era buildings that are around Liberty Bell. I remember, years ago, dropping you in Philly because you were doing a job.
I was rehearsing a show.
Doing a show.
Philadelphia.
And I had a few hours before I had to head back, so I actually found, the local tavern.
Of course you did.
The founding fathers had imbibed at. I think it was a recreated version of the tavern. And I enjoyed a beer from, who was it? Thomas Jefferson's formula. So I had Thomas Jefferson's beer. It was like a brown ale. It was very good. And then just hopped on a bus and went back to Queens.
Errol says they get seafood shipped to Tulsa. Can't tell the difference between it and Seattle seafood, but I've been blessed with poor taste buds. I always say that. I always say, I'm glad I'm not a super taster because I can't afford to be a super taster. Okay.
Hilarious.
Hold on,
so, there's all sorts of great stuff that you can do. And I love these traditions. It is very traditional to have fish around Christmas, I believe, in Italian cuisine, and I believe in Spanish cuisine.
Abra says,
So,
absolutely love restaurant houses. Grew up in Albany with a bunch of them. Oh!
Marvelous. Marvelous.
Oh, Gettysburg, ma'am says if you're in the north, be careful of traveling with the snow headed our way. That's going to be us coming home tomorrow. Yep. It's not going to be snowing when we go into the city. And it's only supposed to be rain in New York City, but...
So we'll deal with that.
But coming home should be snowy.
Go and get socked.
I'm going to wear my less glamorous but more practical coat. Yeah. I hate to be less glamorous, but... I will make a nod to the weather.
I'll take that gin, please.
Oh, Cynthia lives in Watertown. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. You'll take the gin.
I'll take the gin. Okay.
Adirondacks. Speaking of New York.
I'm just sort of 75ing it here. But I'm keeping it light because I got a coupe.
I know.
We're just going to go with...
Oh, you take the train. That is the best. We drove around and around and around looking for a parking place in Philadelphia one time.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That was no joke. I would have loved to have been on the train.
No joke, living in that city.
We take the train into the city, too. New York City, that is. But, yeah.
Because driving in and parking is also out of your damn mind. Worse than Philly. But Philly is no joke.
Well, I would put it on par.
Yeah, they may be equal.
Having driven into both cities, I would put it on par.
They may be pretty equal. They're both fairly compact at the end of the day for what they do.
I like being able to just get on the train and relax.
Hello. Yeah, particularly if you get there in the morning, you just sit down, it's kind of warm, and you just conk out for a little bit. Get where you're going refreshed.
Oh, you're on the line, Gettysburg, ma'am. I was asking Paul. Okay, so Paul was spending the night on Saturday at a friend's house because he goes and they play games, board games, card games, whatever. And I'm invited, but there are so many other things I would rather do than go play board games and card games. So please go enjoy yourself. But I did not realize that it was supposed to snow the next day. So he was driving home basically in the snow.
Big fun.
And when he got home, I said, "Where's the snow line?" And he knew exactly where it was. Between where it was rain and snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The line where it really got heavy was, in fact, Rockland County.
Yep.
Across the bridge, across the Cuomo Bridge, suddenly you were into it.
Yep.
And then as you went past the Palisades, it tapered off. And then
Less
it was
glamorous.
like nothing. So, yeah.
Less glamorous.
More glamorous, less
What is
glamorous.
the most unusual board game you ever played? That's a good question for Paul because
Yeah,
I'm going to think about it, but I probably don't have a good one.
You're going to think about it.
Yeah.
Might be a long time because...
Oh, well, I have
things.
one. I have one, but
Yeah.
I'll let him go first because
Oh.
mine's not informed.
You go right ahead.
Town Dump.
Oh, yeah.
There's a board game called Town Dump
Well,
that
you
I
have to
played
get-
one time, and I
You
was
have to get rid
like,
of some trash.
wow, yeah.
Hilarious.
It's what it says. It's
Hilarious.
called Town Dump.
I'm trying to think. There are all sorts of fun things. There is one called Tiki Topple and Tiki Island, for all of you fans of
They're not
tropicals.
glamorous.
They're unusual. We're talking unusual. The unusual. In terms of glamour, well, that's in the eye of the, I think.
Oh, unusual, yeah.
Yeah, unusual. And good night, Bill. Hey, dinner time.
Night!
Please do enjoy. Everybody headed to
We gotta
dinner,
log off soon,
or
too.
you're just headed to what you're doing. Please
Eric
do.
says for me it
We
would be
need to as
Black
well.
Box. Have you played that?
No.
I haven't either.
Yes, I have. Of these things, I'm trying to think if there was something like really strange that I played. There was.
I feel like you probably would have taken it to game day.
One that I played with the gang that I think was called Plymouth, and it was all about the Plymouth colony. And it's basically a real estate game in terms of you have to establish your territory and maintain it via various means.
This is why I don't go to game day.
Yeah. And that was that metric on that. And there was also something called Election 1960, which is not unusual as these games go, but what it was the 1960 election. The two big candidates, and you have to play them. And I played that at this point, I think 3 times, and basically won it every time.
Okay.
And usually I play Nixon. So Nixon wins 1960. Go figure. But that's actually, it's a good operators in that game. It's well designed. So. Oh, fun. Big fun. Cards Against Humanity!
Oh, I do enjoy Cards Against Humanity. I will make an exception for that.
We were talking about some not safe for broadcast before.
Yes.
Yeah, Cards Against Humanity will definitely go there.
I
hear
will
that.
make an
That's-
exception for Cards Against Humanity.
That's a good game for Christmas with the
Hi,
adults
Laura.
and
Good
a bottle
to
of bubbles.
see you.
But
Yay.
definitely, hey,
Oh my gosh! Happy
happy
Mary.
and merry.
All right.
Merry and happy. Well, it's pretty close to that time, I guess.
I know. I feel like it is that time.
We need to get up relatively early.
Earlier than I would like to make a train into New York City.
We need to unpack all of this business that has helped us to see you tonight. So we'd better sort of mosey on. Recall that we have a record for sale, and it can be yours for the low, low price of 10 plus postage. Unless you're going to see us, in which case you can save the postage. This has 2 big songs. You've got us and you got Glendora. Yes, it's on pink vinyl. You'll love it. You don't have to have a turntable. It's got a download code. But this would directly support what we're doing, of course. There is the Amazon store, and then, of course, there's Ellen White's product. If you scroll up the comments, we dropped all those links on you. That would help us out
Whether you want them or not.
financially for what we do. You are helping us out
Yes.
right now by being an audience, because otherwise I'm talking to the wall.
Yay, we love
So
you.
as always,
Right.
it is fabulous to see you here on a Wednesday night for a couple hours or so. Some of you can drop
Oh
by
yes,
for a
we
few
will
minutes.
see you next Wednesday.
Yep,
yes,
we will.
Yes, cannot wait.
Yep. And some of you can drop by for a long time, and we're really glad that you can spend like a few hours with us.
Save
I'm
the
honored.
date, New Year's Eve.
I'm honored.
We will be here. We will be here next week, but yes, also
Yeah.
save the date for New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve,
We'll
because
be dropping the ball
we're
in as many time zones as we can manage.
we're probably going live that New Year's Eve and not necessarily that Wednesday of that week.
Yes, we have not decided, but next week we're definitely live on Wednesday because it's before Christmas. And then I feel like the week after, we might be pushing it to New Year's Eve.
Because we're going to be going live for the marathon.
Yes.
New Year's Eve.
But we'll see you next week.
We're going to be having a New York marathon.
We love you all so much. Thank you.
Excellent. Yep. Thank you.
So.
Oh, bated breath for end of year. I hear you. Something is supposed to be happening for me in that vein, and we're still waiting on payment for some work that we did.
We're waiting on payment for jobs we did in October.
So I got to say,
really?
Yeah, big fun.
Anyway.
If you're in a situation like that, I sympathize.
Waiting for payment. It's
please,
our middle name.
Pay the person. I'm telling you, pay the person.
Exactly.
Fantastic to see you all here on Wednesday at the usual time. It makes all the difference. And we're so glad that we could share a couple of classics with you and then just a couple of fun things.
And some food.
I've just been pouring bubbles afterwards because I thought, well, I got a whole bottle here. I'm just going to kind of like 75 it along, and it's just great. Pretty happy. We have the meatballs. We have the bourbon balls, which you made. So 2 big food things. These are like classic Christmas little food items, just like the little nibbles. It's marvelous. Actually, I have a few of these balls, and you're like, yeah, I'm good for a while. Yeah, you're kind of stuffed. They're very good.
I might have another one.
Maybe. Fantastic stuff. As always, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
And no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, just look over your shoulder. Guess who'll be standing there? Oh, wait, that's the monkeys. We